It's my pleasure to welcome Orlando City SC as Major League Soccer's 21st expansion team. Yeah!
It's the end of an era. The final USL Pro season.
Takes a shot, and it's a goal! Orlando City!
There's a target on our back, but we've only got one mission: win. 2 goals, a ball, and a culture defined by success.
Make sure we get up to the guys, yeah?
Don't think we're just going to overlook this season. After all, we have a title to defend.
From the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex at Walt Disney World Resort, this is USL Pro Soccer 2014. Tonight, the first place and unbeaten Orlando City Lions take on the third place LA Galaxy 2. Good evening and welcome to ESPN's Wide World of Sports, everybody. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, as always, joined by Tom Traxler here on another YouTube telecast of Orlando City Soccer. The Lions just keep on rolling. We got 15 games unbeaten to start the season, 9 points clear of the pack, yet tonight starts a stretch of games against teams that are pretty darn good.
Indeed, Jeff. We got Los Dos coming into town tonight. The LA Galaxy 2, currently sitting third place in the league. This is going to be a fun game tonight. And then, coming up after that, a home and away series with the Wilmington Hammerheads. And, of course, Sacramento coming up. So, yes, this is a stretch of a season which is going to test the Lions. Yeah, LA Galaxy 2, the only MLS-owned and operated USL Pro club. They've dropped 7 points in their last 3 games so far. They've got 9 loanees on this team as well from the big club, the LA Galaxy. First match between these two, and you see LA good at scoring goals, but not so much in preventing goals being scored on them. Well, you know, it's kind of tough life for the LA Galaxy, too. Not only are they owned and operated by the LA Galaxy, which is a standard in the MLS, but the players constantly come in and out of this team. They're also a very, very young team, Jeff. A lot of teenagers in this lineup, so Coach Kurt Onofo has his challenges constantly week in, week out.
Jack McBean, a homegrown player, one of many on this roster. He signed with the LA Galaxy at age 16. He's now 19 and a player to watch tonight.
Well, he's a goal scorer. He's in the setup for the U.S. men's national team, and currently he's with the U20s, coming off a performance where he got an assist against Arizona United. Before that, scoring 2 goals against the Dayton Dutch Lions. Very much a counted-on man in Coach Kurt Onofo's lineup, and big, strong, and talented, Jeff.
Goalkeeper Miguel Gallardo will try to keep this high-scoring Los Dos side from getting the shots on target. He's got 2 straight clean sheets, one of them against Sao Paulo FC, and then in the last league game at Dayton.
Well, that's one that's going to go down on his list for sure, Jeff. A shutout against the very, very famous Sao Paulo FC. But Miguel Gallardo is having a fantastic season so far. He's commanding his back line. He's been very aggressive in his box. And when called upon, he's been fantastic as a shot stopper.
Tom, you brought up some of the games coming up for Orlando City that are going to be a challenge. All of those come on the road, but that next one, actually, the Wilmington Hammerheads coming up on July 12th, will continue this really tough stretch of games going into the month of July.
Well, you look at it, and the Wilmington Hammerheads always play Orlando City very, very tough. So that's going to be a game I know that everybody's going to circle on their schedules, including Corey Herzog, of course, who used to play for Wilmington Hammerheads. And then you look all the way down to the bottom, September 6th, the Richmond Kickers, who are flying high and scoring lots of goals right now. So again, this is going to go a long way into starting to shape this table and how these playoff positions are going to come about.
The Kickers 9 points back of Orlando, scoring lots of goals, and in second place. Well, we'll take this time out and pause for our national anthem. As you see the standings right now, you see the Kickers in second, and Rochester, Sacramento inching closer and closer. But with that, we will wait for the kickoff of this one. Starting lineups will be coming up next, and after our national anthem here on YouTube.
He was buried in his Orlando City scarf and jersey. Please join us in celebrating Joseph's life in the way he would have wanted, through a few moments of applause. Now, please recognize the national anthem performed tonight by singer-songwriter Kristen Sellers.
Kristen Sellers with our national anthem here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports tonight, as we get set for action between these two sides that have never seen one another. It's the first year for LA Galaxy 2. Here is what their lineup will look like tonight under their head coach Kurt Analfa, 44 years old, and we know about his history with U.S. soccer. His goalkeeper is a good one out of Melbourne, Florida. O'Galley High School graduate, 2006. It's Cody Lorendi. Across the back, you'll have Stoikov, Diallo, and Steris, who played at Wilmington last year, and Oscar Sordo, a right fullback who will bomb up and down that right side. In the central midfield, Andre Aris, Rafael Garcia. On the edges, Bradford Jameson, Raul Mendiola, and up top, Travis Bowen will be paired with the aforementioned Jack McBean. Tom, what's Orlando looking like tonight?
Well, Jeff, going up against that Los Dos lineup will be Orlando City in their typical 4-2-3-1. Of course, Miguel Gallardo, who we talked about earlier on in the broadcast, will be starting in goal. In front of him, a usual set of suspects, starting with Luke Bowden over on the left side, Brad Rusin in the middle. Next to him, Rob Valentino returns to the USL Pro lineup at home, and Tyler Turner over on the right side. The two holding midfielders tonight, number 17, Darwin Sarin, and Anthony Pulis next to him. Across the three in the midfield, wide, will be Adama Mbenge over on the right side. In the hole, the hot foot of Kevin Molino, scoring goals like crazy this season. And next to him will be Kobe Span. And then up top, the man we like to call Corey Sonic the Herzog. Corey Herzog will be the lone striker tonight for Orlando City.
And looking for his third goal of the season. There's our referee, Patrick O'Brien. He'll be assisted tonight by Rob Huffam, Haber Castano, and the fourth official on the near touchline will be Jonathan Quinter. So Orlando City in the purple will be moving from right to left on your YouTube computer screen tonight. Los Dos, the LA Galaxy 2, and the white will be moving from left to right to start things off. See, in our last home game, that man right there, Brad Rusin, had 2 goals.
He was very good, especially on corners. I know, Jeff, that's been an area that during that week, Coach Adrian Heath had stressed all week long, getting after those corners, and boy, did he respond in a big way. And I want to say I like those purple boots he's wearing, those purple Umbros that he's got on.
Lions have won 6 in a row, unbeaten in 15 to start the season. They've kicked off now with LA Galaxy 2 coming in 8-4-4, 28 points, and third in the league. Should be an entertaining affair tonight here at Walt Disney World.
Always interesting, Jeff, watching a team come in to play against Orlando City's 4-2-3-1, especially when you come in with a 4-4-2. You always want to see where the matchups and where the interesting matchups are going to be on the field and which teams are going to be able to take advantage. Of course, you see right away Orlando City, Kevin Molino hooking up with Corey Herzog on a nice little combination play, just offside, though.
Yeah, Herzog did a nice job to hold the ball up and wait for everything to develop. This LA Galaxy 2 team, very young, as you would expect. A lot of academy players that are just kind of finding themselves. And this is kind of a bridge from the academy to the LA Galaxy senior team when they decided to bring this expansion team on and be an operated USL Pro team by the MLS Galaxy.
And this is a great way to kind of blood them, if you will, into professional soccer. It gives them a chance to play competitive games in a good, strong league that throws games at you thick and fast. You're in all kinds of environments. You're in and out of airports. So it's a great way for these youngsters to get themselves acclimated to the rigors of professional soccer.
It's nicely laid off by Mendiola. And then coming up from the middle. Shot off the mark by McBean. So in our second minute, no score between Galaxy 2 and the Lions. Got a couple of players on the roster with some USL Pro experience. Steris there, one of the center backs at Wilmington last year. May sound familiar to a lot of you Orlando City fans. 9 official LA Galaxy loanees. Very easy situation to have guys fluidly going back and forth in the loan situation, but you would expect that.
Well, they know where they're coming to play, Jeff, so it's never a shock when an MLS-run reserve team sends a lot of MLS-rostered players in to play Orlando City. Watch this.
Span got it across. It was sent in. It will be a throw for Orlando City. Now, speaking of Brian Span, he is the only loanee from an MLS club on Orlando City's roster. And ironically, he does not come from Kansas City, the actual partner affiliate with Orlando. Of course, that going to be ending soon enough with the Lions ascending to the top tier of American soccer, Major League Soccer next season.
Indeed, there'll be no more deals made with other MLS clubs, that's for sure.
Span will go back to FC Dallas and scout the Lions out as a rival for sure. Of course, we got an expansion draft coming up, which will certainly be interesting for Orlando City and New York City FC. But there's business to be taken care of here in USL Pro in this the final season. 4th and final season for Orlando City.
As much as it's really exciting, and it is so exciting for this club to be headed to Major League Soccer, the players and the coaching staff and the organization still remain focused on winning this league. That is a priority for them. They want to go out as champions, Jeff.
Los Dos to keep possession now in the attacking half, and that pass easily intercepted by Dama Mbenge. Now Kevin Molino will give chase, running with Steris. Steris, the Burbank, California native, will send it up the line. And Mbenge will try to come down, doing battle. And will roll into touch, throw in Orlando City. Back to Russin. See the work rate of Travis Bowen, the second striker, along with Jack McBean. You'll see him run a lot. Now ball through to Brian Spann, gets bumped off the ball, keeps it. Now Herzog runs in, shoots, and it's off the mark. Off the side netting is coming out to intercept was Lorendi, the keeper.
Well, you saw Corey Herzog coming in, dropping deep to hold that ball up, laid a lovely through ball, and then able to get on the other end, almost getting it past Cody Lorendi, if not for the late challenge by the defender, giving Orlando City that corner.
Lorendi coming in with a 1.08 goals against average. Has 3 shutouts this season. Here's the first corner of the night for Orlando City. Surin sends it in. That one cleared off the line by the defense. Great opportunity for the Lions, and will recover with a throw-in.
Well, I think that was Rob Valentino, and we talked about how they miss Rob Valentino on those corner kick situations, Jeff, and he put that down on the line. Textbook perfect. Credit the LA Galaxy 2 Los Dos defense for doing their job and keeping that out, because that looked like it was headed in for sure.
Valentino's been chomping at the bit. The 2011 and 12 league defensive MVP, player of the year, playing in just his 7th game of the season tonight because of some injuries.
I know he's worked really hard, Jeff, to get himself back. It's been really frustrating. It's frustrating for any player to have an injury and to not be a part of the games, because it's what you're there for. That's the reward. The reward is the games. But he has worked tirelessly and ever so hard to get himself back fit in this lineup.
Sordo wins the battle there with Luke Bowden. Of course, Oscar Sordo, one of a number of youth national teamers on this LA Galaxy 2 roster. And it'll be cleared out by Russin. Now Valentino will make the switch. Entering our 7th minute now, no score.
Of course, Orlando City probably dominating so far the proceedings. Certainly 2 really close chances early on, one from Herzog, and then, as we just mentioned, the header off the corner from Rob Valentino just cleared off the line. Orlando City
sends it into space, and the ball's given away.
It's probably been interesting for Orlando City because they've actually had a little downtime between games. Their schedule has been as hectic as it comes. I take a big chuckle. They talk about the World Cup players and how they're complaining about their lack of rest between their 2nd and 3rd group games. And I thought, well, let me see. Orlando City last week went from traveling to Denver to play Denver, flying home quickly to play Sao Paulo on a Friday, then on Saturday hopped on a plane to play Dayton on a Sunday. How do you think those lads feel?
One drilled into the box, and Gallardo slowly gets out and hits the ground, and will look to distribute now. Ball was a slow roller into the 6. Roll it out to Russin to build from the back. Now back heel looks to find Molino. Being collected by Herzog, and loses the ball to Garcia, the captain of this LA Galaxy 2 side. Watched a number of their games on YouTube this year. The LA Galaxy 2, very impressed with their ability to keep the ball and obviously score as well and generate chances. Now Corey Herzog with some space to work. He'll hold it up at the top of the 18. Cut it off to his left foot. Herzog will send it in, go top shelf, where Mama hides the tag-alongs and just misses it by a few feet.
Well, let me tell you what, Jeff, what a cut by Corey Herzog. Looks to go inside. Watch this. Nope, changed direction and has a lash right at that near post.
Actually saved by Lorendi, so it leaves a corner kick now, number 2. And a goal kick. That's where we're getting the boos here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports.
Fans saw it. We saw it. It was a little touch, not much, but it was just enough to give the corner, but not given by the referee.
That's a goal kick for Lorendi.
Corey Herzog, everything right. High near post. You're going to beat the keeper. High near post, low far post.
In the middle, some space to work on that left side. Stoikov. As the defense closes in for the Lions. They'll try to make the switch to the near side. And this is Oscar Sordo. Sent ahead by Andre Auris, the native of Senegal, but grew up in France, number 63. Actually a member of the U17 national team in France. Came up out of the Stade Brestois Academy, Brest.
It's a good thing you brushed up on your French there, Jeff.
But like Adama Mbengue from Senegal initially. Be a throw for Los Dos and Oscar Sordo. Head to Bowen. A collapse and throw into LA Galaxy 2.
Oh. Little bump in between Travis Bowen and
Adrian
assistant. Well, actually, Adrian got up off the bench pretty quick, and I think Ian took the worst of it there, Jeff.
Took one for the team. Of course, Adrian Heath, the 53-year-old head coach, former star of the English Premier League in the 1980s. Boy, nicely worked into the box now. LA Galaxy with a chance. They sent it in front and cleared up high in the air. Tough for Gallardo. A collision with McBean. We could have a booking here or just a decision on a foul.
I think it's just going to be a free kick, Jeff. Luke goes to get that clear, but it took a hop up, went straight up into the air, didn't get beyond the bar, wasn't going to go out. So that was going to create a situation for Miguel, which he handled very well. Of course, he was barged into by Jack McBean. Easy call for the referee. Free kick. Moving on.
And we're moving on. Yeah, McBean, tireless as far as a motor. One of those guys that just gets under your skin if you're an opponent.
Well, he's big, he's strong, and he puts himself about on the pitch, Jeff. You see him there. Works himself solidly side to side. And that's always a nightmare for defenders. It's easy when they stand still. You can mark them all day long. But when they want to constantly move and look to run in channels, you really have to be on your toes. You have to be talking a lot. And you have to keep your eye on them.
Bowden with the throw in front of Kurt Analfo, the 44-year-old head coach of LA Galaxy 2. He's led the LA Galaxy to 2 straight MLS Reserve League titles coming into this season. And had quite the career as a player and a coach coming in. Going all the way back to his days at the University of Virginia playing for Bruce Arena. And I'm sure that relationship has certainly helped out as his career has moved forward. A former U.S. national teamer in Alpha, and starred with DC United, Kansas City Wizards, then coached DC United as well.
Good run by Luke Bowden.
Bowden into the corner, makes the turn. He'll send it across, a redirect shot as Herzog went flying in. He pounds the turf, nearly had it.
If not for a well-timed Bradley Diallo challenge right there. You saw a great run by Luke Bowden overlapping Adama Mbengue on the left side, and Adama finding him wonderfully, laying that ball into space. And of course, anytime you give Luke Bowden time and space to serve it on his left foot, he's going to find his target.
13th minute, corner kick, Orlando City. Darwin Surin will do the honors. Surin lets it fly. It's a low liner, a redirect. Ooh. And Molino was right there.
Kind of came through, and you thought Kevin was going to have a drive into the goal, but he kind of took an easy touch and it just got up high.
Scores, stats, news, and more can be found exclusively on USLProSoccer.com. As Lorendi will send it away. So a couple of nice chances for Orlando City here in the last 5. Lorendi will send it all the way across the halfway line. Foul in the middle, and ball to LA Galaxy on the free kick. And our referee tonight, Patrick O'Brien.
Ah, he's a good Irish boy, Patrick O'Brien.
Lorendi sends it deep. Header won by Russin. He'll back off. As Mbenge and the rest of the clan give chase. Nice hold-up play is running through Mendiola. Now they send it wide to the left side. Dangerous build-up for LA Galaxy. And the decision will go toward the Lions.
Offside, I believe.
Saw the flag up on the near side.
That was early on. That was in that collision early on. The ball that somehow got itself offside.
Another ball is given away as Bowen sends it forward. It's Bradford Jameson starting things out. Continuing to switch the point of attack are LA Galaxy 2. All the way on the left. Tripped up, leading to a foul. So set piece opportunity coming up for LA Galaxy 2.
First set piece near goal, I think, Jeff. Have a look here. This is going to set wide. Of course, do this like a corner. It's going to be a bent ball into the box.
Andre Oris, the Ligue 1 veteran.
It's going to be an in-swinger. Rob Valentino getting everybody set. And that's what Orlando City were missing for a while in set pieces. Rob Valentino and his organization.
Ball sent in, easily handled by Miguel Gallardo. And he'll punt it away. Looking for Herzog, who will battle for the 50-50. Flicked ahead, now Molino. Orlando City on the run now. Has a player wide, there's the overlap, and it comes into the center. And it's out for a throw for Orlando.
Kevin Molino does a nice job of leading Brian Spann with that ball.
Spann will leave it for Turner. Surin. Switch is made over to Bowden. Actually looking to lock things down. Nicely poked away. Don't see that happen to Adama very often. Sent up near side is McBean. Battle with Pulis, and it's out for a throw for the visitors from LA Galaxy 2. Sorto. A feisty group from Los Angeles, huh?
Well, you know, Jeff, always a lot to prove when you're in a reserve team. You're trying to show your worth to the first team. That's your object. You don't want to be playing in the reserves. I mean, you want to be playing, of course, but you want to be playing with the top team. So these players always coming out with something to prove.
Bradley Diallo gave chase, the center back, and ends up being a throw-in for Orlando City. Make that LA Galaxy 2, excuse me. So it was an off of an Orlando player. Stoikov will throw it, the native of Macedonia. Not the biggest country in the world. Right side, Spann. Here's the cross, top of the 18 as Mbenge looked to run on. Nicely won by Bowden. He's into the box and across a goal, Orlando City.
Well done.
Corey Herzog. His third goal of the year, and the Lions lead it in the 18th minute, 1-0.
If you could draw it up and say textbook, that is the goal you do it on. You saw the ball got switched over to Luke Bowden. First touch, found Adama Mbenge. Watch this. One touch, one touch. Great combination work. And of course, we talked about it time and again. Luke Bowden serves it on a platter for Corey Herzog, who says thanks and takes a deposit right into the bank.
Bowden with the assist. One of the best you'll see, too. That's his third assist on the season. And it gives the Lions a 1-0 lead. LA Galaxy 2 on the road now will have to chase. And when you're Orlando, this is the position you like to be. When you're playing from in front, we know they're a different team than when teams kind of hold them for a while.
It's very rare that I ever see Orlando City not dominating the possession statistic. So anytime you have to chase a game against Orlando City, you're probably going to be in trouble. Wow.
Molino bumped off the ball, and
Yeah,
whistle will bring a booking.
That should be a booking. That's quite a little. No, my son, that's not. There's shoulder charge, and then there's a battering ram. And that's what he just did. That was a battering ram. Watch this. He's just going to come in and flatten Kevin Molino. That's not a shoulder charge, my friend. That's frustration. I'm surprised he wasn't booked on that.
No book. A nice warning, though, from O'Brien for sure. Molino right back up, though. Tough customer. Surin to play the diagonal ball, and running out off his line and making the stop is Lorendi. And Lorendi, a native of Central Florida. 6'3", 210 pounds, out of Melbourne, which is a pretty good area for soccer. O'Galley High School. Began his career in Belgium back in 2008. Spent some time in the NASL. In fact, played against the Tampa Bay Rowdies of the NASL last year. His season was lost when he lacerated his kidney, challenging a ball. So it's good to see him healthy once again, and in USL Pro, of course.
Those are always interesting injuries. When you lacerate a kidney, it must be a heck of a collision.
Fearless, for sure. So obviously, I'm sure he has some fans in the house tonight here at ESPN Wide World of Sports. The home of the Lions here in their final season in USL Pro. They lead at 1-0 here in our 21st minute right now. A chance on the way for LA Galaxy. Bowen gave it a go, and it wasn't a bad effort.
Not a bad effort. Gets himself a little bit wide of the goal is Travis Bowen. End of the day, I think it was quite a little bit wide. Miguel Gallardo just kind of looks at it and says, yeah, it's not going to trouble me too much.
Had a defender all over him, though, still able to get the shot off.
Did a good job.
Turned before he got the ball, and Benge. Russin with the header. Central midfield locked down by Darwin Surin,
who's looked really, really comfortable as the season's gone on. They've dropped him a little bit deeper into more of a holding role, and he's really starting to blossom and become very comfortable in this Orlando City lineup. The other thing
comes to Benge here.
I've been enjoying watching is with the partnership. There's a Tom and Benge getting shoved out into row 3. But the partnership between Luke Bowden and Adam and Benge right there on your screen. The left side for Orlando City has become a fun side to watch. Those two and their work together, their combinations, the service that comes off this left side is truly a strength of this Orlando City team.
Tell you what, Sordo plays a lot bigger than the 5'8", 155 he's listed at. He is mixing it up with Bowden and Benge. McBean pushed right off the ball that time.
Stayed in. Thought it was going to go out, but it ended up staying in.
There's Molino, the Trinidad and Tobago international, getting it over to Surin, the El Salvadorian international and captain. Now right side, FC Dallas loanee Brian Spann, the man they call Kobe, and earns, make that a throw by Tyler Turner. So Turner in the yellow boots, Kobe Spann in the orange.
That's sometimes how I tell them apart. I just look at their footwear.
Tough to see on the wide angle sometimes up top. Turner gets pushed off the ball by Bowen, and possession will be awarded to Los Dos. And they've been at or near the top of the table all season here in their inaugural campaign.
They've had a good first season in the USL Pro. They've definitely made an impact coming in. Like you said, Jeff, they've been near the top all season long. They've typically been right behind Orlando in the standings. They've been second for the longest time. Now currently slipping into the third spot. And again, a tough job for Coach Kurt Arnolfo, because the players come in and out of this team. It's very rare that he'll be able to pick a consistent starting 11.
Again, the academy for the LA Galaxy, perhaps the best in MLS and the most deep, hence why they start of their USL Pro team to be able to bridge that gap from academy to the senior club. And it's certainly working out thus far, at least for these players, because I think a lot of times, Tom, players at a certain age, once they get past that 18 to 23 area, they're not in the senior level club. They tend to get lost in this country sometimes, don't they?
Well, a lot of the time. I mean, so I'm enjoying what the academy is bringing into U.S. Pro Soccer.
Bowden, another cross.
Wow.
Another chance for a goal there as Herzog was in the vicinity.
Herzog.
Corner kick for Orlando.
Herzog was definitely lurking again. Luke Bowden going to drive a wonderful ball in the box.
Boy, nicely saved
and as
by
you see,
Diallo.
Bradley Diallo comes sliding in. If not, Corey Herzog's right there for goal number 2 on the night.
Diallo, very experienced defender. Another Frenchman from Marseille, part of the Marseille youth system.
You know, you'd mentioned how the academy and bridging the gap between academy and professional soccer. It's very important. We need to start being better in this country of developing players from 14 and 15 up to 17 and 18, and then helping them bridge that gap from 18 into the professional game.
Sir, in the corner, Herzog first to reach it. Or perhaps not, because it's another corner kick.
I think that's where the biggest differences come between the ages of 13 and 14 and that 18 to 19 age gap in this country versus some other countries.
Excuse me, throw in instead. Far post as Herzog looking for the header. Herzog has been a headache. Now a turnover. Molino sends it in, and coming off his line to stop it, Lorendi. Fans, visit the USL Pro page on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro.
That last one was looking for Corey Herzog to kind of get across that keeper as that came in. Wasn't a bad ball.
A couple of sketchy giveaways here by LA Galaxy 2. Aris will make the switch. Diallo ahead. Interesting when you look at the LA Galaxy roster, all their numbers are, up there higher than 20, so 30s, 40s, 50s.
Squad numbers.
Exactly, because it gives you the flexibility to bring them into the senior club. Not have to change numbers.
They're assigned a number. This is your squad number.
It is weird to see 58s and 64s and 53s. That ball rolls into space. Easy turnover for Orlando. They'll look to build up right through the middle. Here's Molino, gets taken down at the halfway line. It will roll all the way to Lorendi. Lorendi will distribute to Diallo.
Trying to knock it around, but I tell you, every single time the LA Galaxy do try and come to the middle.
What a diagonal ball. Just gets ahead of Herzog, or that might have been goal number 2.
Every time they try and come through the middle, the heart of Orlando's midfield, every single time, ball gets cut out.
The Bermuda Triangle. McBean, he'll send it wide. Some space to work along the near side, and Bowen able to keep it. Garcia, a captain, with some work in the middle. Bowen works a triangle with Garcia. Now Aris. Won nicely this time. Top of the 18, little back heel action, nicely done. They try to test Gallardo, and no fuss, no muss.
Yeah, they tried a little combination. Jack McBean, a little clever back heel, looking to get that ball bent into that far post around Miguel Gallardo, but not enough. Not enough pace, not enough bend to trouble Miguel Gallardo.
Orlando leading at 1-0. Coming up on 28 full minutes played in this one. First ever meeting between these two. And as we mentioned in our open, Schedule's going to get a bit tough for Orlando here in the next couple of weeks. Some of the better teams on the in the table coming up.
Little extracurriculars there. Luke Bowden trying to go around. As looked like Mendiola. Is that Travis Bowen back there? Is that Mendiola on the ground actually? Trying to play. Luke had every right to try and go around him. Thought you might have a dangerous play trying to play a ball on the floor.
Sordo, and Russon's going to win the aerial battle with McBean 9 times out of 10.
It's a little carryover from what went on down in the corner between Bowen and Luke Bowden. Bowen and Bowden.
Switch is made. And we'll play direct this time. Looking for Herzog. Drops right onto his foot. He rolls into the 18, but the ball rolls to Lorendi. He cleared all the way across this time. A win in the air by Tyler Turner. Sends it out for a throw for LA Galaxy 2. Cheap giveaway. Throw in Orlando as it went off the boot of Stoikov. Pulled a Jeff Cameron, if you will. Just didn't lead to a goal.
Well, sometimes those things happen. I don't think that's the way they intended to work out.
No. Hey, even the best players. We've seen in the World Cup a couple of passes go under the feet of players and out during a build-up. So the best of the best.
It does happen, Jeff. It does happen.
Well, Molino being held up in the middle. Nice composure. Stays on the ball. Send it out wide. Span is lurking inside the box.
Oh, again.
Boy, Molino again making life difficult for the defense of LA Galaxy 2. He earns a corner kick.
Again, lovely link-up play right at the top of the box by Orlando City. Had a lot of success with little give and goes so far tonight that have led to great penetration. One was the end result was a goal.
Benge now with his left foot sends it high in the air, top of the 6. A foul is committed, and it will be a goal kick. And we'll take this time to remind you to follow @USL Pro on Twitter for all the latest social media updates. @USL Pro. Keep tabs on all the scores and goings on in the league. Good to follow that timeline. See who's beating who. Got a number of games on the schedule tonight. In fact, this is one of 6 league games in USL Pro this evening. Had a couple last night. One of them never got finished, as the Richmond Kickers and Charleston Battery lost to Mother Nature. Lightning suspended that game in the 18th minute. Charlotte and Harrisburg played to a 1-1 draw.
I couldn't think of a better way to round up a Saturday full of soccer action.
2 World Cup knockout games. Boy, this is going to test. Gallardo goes up, tracks it all the way.
So there's still a player down. Travis Bowen still down. Result of that challenge, I believe it was by Anthony Pulis.
Will be kicked out. And we'll check in on Travis Bowen, the native of Van Nuys, California. 24-year-old, was at Phoenix FC last year, the now defunct Phoenix FC.
Looks like Travis Bowen and Luke Bowden are going to have a little bit of battle all night long.
Yep, there were some Sao Paulo players, Sao Paulo FC players the other night in that friendly here. They were taking issue with how hard Bowden was playing them.
Hey,
it was a friendly to them.
That's all right. You know, it's the way the game's played, and Luke Bowden takes no prisoners, nor should he.
His point is, I've got an MLS club to make.
Absolutely.
I got to be on that roster that moves up.
I think he definitely wants to see himself available and make a case for him to be involved in the MLS. But I think he's a competitor. He's just a competitor. And most importantly, he just wants to win.
A number of players on this roster already committed to jump up with the team. Others still fighting. Of course, they may end up in Louisville next year, as the USL Pro rights of this franchise will become Louisville City next year in USL Pro. So the franchise will go on, and it will be the affiliate of the Orlando City Lions of MLS.
Certainly wish them well and their new head coach, James O'Connor.
Lions player. Over 500 career starts as a player in England and the USA.
Darwin Sarin driving through the middle of that midfield.
Herzog holds it up. Chips it across far post, and Benge pulls it down with the left foot. Here's Adama, will send it off, and it will roll towards the corner flag.
Be a throw in. Darwin Sarin with a great run right through the heart of the midfield.
35th minute, set piece opportunity again for the Lions. No, throw. Here's the turn, another cross in front by Mbenge this time, and it'll be another throw for Bowden. And Bowen does his best to get a foot on it, sends it out. Looking to make the turn inside the 6, and Mbenge, Bowen battling him. Little hand play, now Bowden. A 2-on-1 situation, now Molino. Pulis to Surin, and we'll play it all the way back.
Orlando City keeping possession nicely.
Valentino. A little heavy touch there. We'll just send it back to Miguel. Keep him in the game.
Start all over. We'll build it again.
Rossin chipping over the top.
Good ball.
Beautiful ball to Mbenge. Reaches the byline and comes back near side. Fought off the ball, Bowen. He and Bowden continuing to do battle.
I'm telling you, keep your eye on those two.
Each have gotten shoved off the ball by the other on occasion. Now a turn in the middle for LA Galaxy. Mendiola now left side to McBean. McBean will drill it off of the defender, and it drops right into the arms of Miguel Gallardo. Valentino held his ground there. And Pulis. Benge with the flick on.
Saw his idea looking for Kevin Molino inside of that one-touch layoff.
Speaking of one-touch layoff, nicely done. Garcia able to get it to Mendiola, but reading it the whole way was the captain.
Absolutely. I was going to say Miguel Gallardo doing a very nice job of reading that and quickly getting off his line to snuff out that chance, because that was a nice ball in the box and looked like it was going to lead to an effort on frame. But again, all credit to Miguel Gallardo for his quick read and quick reaction.
Bowden challenge Bowen once again. A change of shape here now for Curtin Alfo's teams. We see Bowen really on that wing now, and Mendiola more of up top.
Well, I think when you play a 4-4-2, you quickly figure out that you're outnumbered in the middle of the park. So that's going to necessitate an adjustment by Curtin Alfo. Otherwise, it's just going to be a long night for anybody. That if you get outnumbered in the midfield, you've got to get numbers up. You can't be outnumbered in the middle of the park.
And Benge, a little step over. Sends it off the defense. Sordo able to retreat. Bowen now back with Molino. Lefty Luke leaves it. Boy, great ball ahead.
Wonderful
Bowden
ball.
with another shot inside the 18. You saw Herzog just waiting with his hands on his knees for the ball to come to.
Well, as it was going ahead, Luke picked his head up and spotted Herzog in the box, so you knew he was going to pull that one back. But it was well read by the defender for LA Galaxy 2.
Garcia with a nice turn will make the switch to the far side, as Bradford Jameson now will trot in. A little step over there, goes to the byline, sends it across the face of goal.
Still in.
And it will roll out for a throw. Wow.
Lovely step over move by Bradford Jamison, the fourth. Watch this. Little step over and a knock past Tyler Turner through the legs of Miguel Gallardo. I don't think it touched him, so I think that's going to be a, well, maybe it did. It could have been a throw-in for Orlando City. And yes, indeed it is.
You're an LA Galaxy fan, happy about what you're seeing from Jamison, the homegrown player. A lot of skill for U.S. U17 national teamer.
Well done, Kevin Molino there.
Lions on the move again, tracking back and winning the ball was Diallo.
Did a great job of winning that ball. You just want him to get that ball knocked behind that defense. Find those gaps, get it knocked in behind him, force that defense to turn and face the wrong way.
Nice work with Sordo. Switch is made, far side. Now left, here's Jamison. And Turner held his ground. Right side, Bowen works to his right, cuts it across and sends it off of Gallardo. Or does he?
Well, looks like that's going to set up to be a corner, Jeff.
So he certainly touched it according to the referee's view, and nice job by Travis Bowen.
Or should we just call him Stripe? Not only for his haircut, but for his disposition.
Oris all set up now. Franco has checked in, so first sub comes in our 41st minute.
Interesting.
For LA Galaxy 2. We'll get you caught up on who he came in for. Oris sends it across. First touch by an LA Galaxy 2 player.
Referee giving traffic signals, telling you what happened.
So Sordo actually came off, number 36, and Franco on.
That was the first corner so far taken by LA Galaxy 2. Los Dos showing a little bit of that possession domination that's happening for Orlando City.
A little less than 5 minutes from half. Lions continue to lead 1-0. Nike is a proud sponsor of USL Pro. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information.
Luke Bowden out in tons of space going, wait, hey, find me.
Hello.
Get a big switch.
Travis Bowen will close him down as soon as he gets the ball.
We've seen good things happen tonight when Orlando City keep the ball moving quick and get good changes to the point of the attack.
Another service to Adama Mbenge, cleared off by Daniel Steris, and throw in for the Lions. Bowen gives chase, nice header. Bowen continues to win it. Now Molino. Oh, that one. Oh, too much to handle. Will make the switch, as Pulis wasn't expected to come in that kind of pace. Span. Boy, a little heel. Herzog shoots and scores. Goal Orlando City. Herzog's got a brace. 2-0.
What a pass by Brian Kobe Span. Goodness gracious. Let's watch this. Sorry, Kevin Molino, excuse me. Kevin Molino with the incredible little back heel just inside. Watch this touch. Lets it run. That is incredible. Just lets it run past his standing leg and then gets it with his trailing leg to knock it in the path of Corey Herzog, who clinically puts the finish past Cody Lorendi. But credit to Kevin Molino. What a pass.
Kevin's 6th assist of the year. Herzog now with 4 goals. Look out. This is a good time of season to get Corey going.
Put that one on a highlight reel.
I'm sure it will be.
Very, very nicely done.
Los Dos now down 2-0. This is Franco. The new right back just checked in moments ago and promptly loses the ball. And first ever meeting between these two, and LA Galaxy learning why Orlando City have been the 2-time champs of this league.
Welcome to Orlando, Los Dos. Always tough to play on the road, but this is an especially tough place to come to.
Getting word that Garcia for LA Galaxy 2 picked up a yellow card during the goal celebration. So first man in the book is Rafael Garcia, one of the loanees on this LA Galaxy 2 roster. So now playing with the yellow. Close to halftime now. Orlando City in the driver's seat, up 2-0. Tyler Turner will receive the ball on the right side. Another ball sent across. Another goal! A hat trick for Corey Herzog, or was he offside?
He's offside.
By that much. Beautiful play anyways, but it will stay 2-0 as we get set to go into halftime. Wow.
Well, just about. Tyler Turner does a great job of looking up and picking out a great cross. And look, that is how you finish. If it's not a goal, it's a great example of how you score a goal. Back the way it came. And then a great example of how you slide after goal. If we can keep with this, his slide, watch this, comes down, gets himself on 2 knees. You got to pick up a little pace to do that. Otherwise, you get stuck in the ground. Jeff.
Send it back to where it came.
But back the way it came. That is the way you score goals for your striker. If the cross comes from the right side, put it back to the right side. Good. That was a good job. Unfortunately, he's offsides, but you're going to see that a time or two out of Corey Herzog.
Lines keep on coming. And sent off of LA Galaxy 2. And it'll be a throw for Orlando. We're now in stoppage time, first half, and a lot of fireworks in this one here.
Corey Herzog's always pushing. He always plays the line, Jeff.
Fans, every USL Pro regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube in 2014. Features include DVR chat and social media interactivity. Lots to talk about in this one. Subscribe for free to the Orlando City SC YouTube channel today.
Man, the chances are just coming thick and fast in these closing minutes of the half for Orlando City. But you're going to see offsides a time or two from Corey Herzog because that's just the way he plays. He pushes the issue. He plays a lot on strikers' shoulders.
The second goal was that way, and Patrick O'Brien signals halftime. 2-0 to the home side, Orlando City Lions, on 2 goals from Corey Herzog, one in the 18th, one in the 43rd, and I'm sure with the way the Lions are playing that man, Adrian Heath, happy with the way things are going here after 46 minutes.
I don't think he'll be too disappointed. He's certainly going to be happy with that guy right there, number 11, Corey Herzog. And he's going to be happy with number 18, Kevin Molino, putting on a highlight reel assist for the second goal.
Let's take a look at the first half stats. And as you can expect, the Lions in control on the scoreboard. What else jumps out, Tom?
Well, you look at the corners, Jeff, 4-1. That's really going to tell you a lot of tail of possession in most games. 4-1 for Orlando right there. And look at this stat, too. Shots 4 for Orlando, but all 4 finding the target. And, of course, Cody Lorendi only able to get to 2 of those, and that's why you see up top 2-0 for Orlando City. And I think they're unlucky that it's not 3.
2-0 at the half. Herzog a brace in this one. Tom and I will be back in about 12 minutes. You're watching Orlando City and USL Pro Soccer live on YouTube. We'll be back. Back at the half, getting set for second half action. Orlando City and LA Galaxy now underway. Jeff Radcliffe, Tom Traxler, and our entire ESPN crew bringing the color pictures here of this one. 2-0 Orlando City as we now have begun half number 2. And what adjustments do Los Dos have to make to get back into this one, Tom?
Well, I think you saw them try. They made a little adjustment to get some numbers. Look at that there. Orlando City's starting off on the front foot in this half. Hopefully this half picks up right where the second half left off, because it caught fire. It got hot toward the end of that half. No, if you're Los Dos, the LA Galaxy, you've got to close down the midfield a little bit. You've got to start to contain Kevin Molino and Darwin Sarin. You've got to find an answer over on your right side for sure.
And you can't concede more corner kicks. This is the 5th of the night for Orlando City. Darwin Sarin will approach with the right foot. Ball is away. Near post, an in-swinging kick. Valentino got a head on it, and will come back out to Bowden. And that one a little too far for Sarin.
Took a little strange trajectory out there.
Turned out to be a beautiful night here in Central Florida. Been a really hot day.
As most are
in this time of year. Yeah. As we get closer and closer to July.
So they start talking about the heat in Brazil. I go, that's nothing. Walk outside here.
Whatever.
Walk outside in Central Florida.
Had a conversation with, well, a few among other things. You used to coach Graham Zusi, but also his high school coach. And the common thread in that conversation was, he's from Florida. He's going to be the most fit guy on the team down there. As Graham Zusi had that assist in the game against Ghana.
Another assist.
Corner kick. Actually, I believe he had one against Portugal. As the United States gets out of the group of death.
Dun, dun, dun. Should always be followed with that music, I think.
Boy, did they look tired, though, against Germany. You could tell it was wearing on them a little bit. They hung in, man. They really hung in.
They've logged the most miles out of any team in that group.
LA Galaxy now on the attack. Nice dribbled there by Stoikov, who's more of a central role at the moment. Player down, and it will be a free kick for LA Galaxy too. Andre Aris will settle over. Aris again, the French player who was actually born in Senegal, 23 years old.
These are always tough for a goalkeeper when they in-swing this way.
Headed immediately out.
Not particularly that one.
Molino, now they overshot the tower a bit. Now in front, a shot.
Oh, what a save.
Gallardo saw it all the way and keeps LA Galaxy 2 off the scoreboard as they had a free shot at goal. I believe it was Diallo.
Looked like he had Orlando City dead to rights in that situation. And Miguel Gallardo, as we talked about at the beginning, as a shot stopper and when needed, comes up huge and just did then. Very timely. Great save by Miguel Gallardo.
Diagonal ball in the middle. Mendiola. And
it's the thing when you dummy something over like that, you got to make sure that one of the other team's players isn't behind you,
or you're going to look like a dummy. Is that how it works?
That is how it works.
Foul committed by Orlando City.
We get a second look at this shot. So we're going to see Aris right here getting inside the box, squares it top to number 53, Diallo, who side foots it, but Miguel Gallardo right up to task. See Miguel Gallardo focus, ready for that in-swinger.
Goes to the back post, and no problem for El Capitan, Miguel Gallardo.
Sometimes that's where it gets tough. When that in-swinger comes in, you got that wave of bodies coming towards you. It can be a tough spot for a goalkeeper, but Miguel Gallardo goes up good, goes up nice and strong, claims that.
Surin plays it back to Rob Valentino. Actually, Valentino wearing the captain's armband tonight, I see.
Club captain.
Races back. And Orlando City comes away with it.
Good tackle.
Bowen battling again.
Good tackle, Anthony Pulis. Strong and determined.
Marking up the left. Molino has Mbenge to his right. He'll receive the pass and go down outside the 18. Set up a free kick from about 24 out.
Good turn by Adama Mbenge to get inside, forcing the foul by Los Dos.
Joe Franco lead the guilty party. There's McBean.
It's been quiet. He's been quiet tonight, Jack McBean. Only had that one little back heel setup in the first half, which led to a nice effort.
Bradford Jameson had a shot go across the face of goal, went through the legs of Miguel Gallardo. I have to say that was probably the best chance for LA Galaxy 2 in that first half. Free kick opportunity for the Lions here. Surin will approach, send it on its way, and it's saved by Lorendi, who dove to his right, and it leads to a throw-in for the Lions.
Darwin Sarin with a good ball over the wall, dipping down, starting to get down, and Lorendi having to come across, gets himself in the way and pushes that nice and wide, giving Orlando City a throw-in.
Aiming for that near post was Surin. Surprisingly, Darwin's still looking for his first goal of the season. When we saw him in the preseason, he was a little more forward as a midfielder, but as the season has continued, he's drifted further and further back. He's basically one of those defensive mids now, and he's been a good one.
Well, I think he's been very comfortable coming from deeper, Jeffy. I don't think it's preferred for him to be playing high up the park to start with.
So good on the ball. It's Molino.
Good ball.
Turns it forward to Span. He sends it on. It gets by, a shot and a score, and there is your hat trick for Corey Herzog, and give credit to Kobe Spanners that rolled off. Second goal of the night disallowed by the
I'd like to have a look at that. I don't understand this. I do not understand this. So as we get a look, great ball by Adama Mbenge to find Kobe Span. Ball comes off. I honestly don't know why that's not allowed.
It came off of the keeper, Lorendi, and he cleaned it up.
I cannot figure out, unless it's offside. He's saying, because Lorendi never got his hand back on that ball. There's no way the keeper had any kind of possession on that ball at all. Why that goal doesn't stand is beyond me, and only the referee O'Brien can know what he called there. But if I was Corey Herzog, I'd be just as upset.
Had 2 goals scored and 2 goals called off. And that was not a spectacular variety goal, but certainly would have put this game out of reach for Orlando. It was a cleanup on aisle 11 type of goal.
Oh, I had everything ready to deliver for the explanation, and then put the exclamation point on the goal, and then the referee takes it away from Corey Herzog and these Orlando fans and us too. I don't understand. Frustration. Hashtag frustration.
Remains a 2-0 game, still within the reach of this talented club from LA Galaxy 2, as Mendiola plays the ball into the center. Push him back, push him back, push him way back. That's the idea.
Jeff, you're pulling an old cheer out there. Push him back, way back.
American football style here. 55th minute.
Jeff,
leading.
You just gave away our age, I think.
I don't know about that. I've heard that in my travels throughout the state of Florida, covering games of all varieties.
So it's still around. Good to know.
Turner. Bowden. Guess who closes right in? It's Travis Bowen.
Seems to have simmered for now, but let's wait and see. There was quite a battle between Travis Bowen and Luke Bowden in that first half.
Ball into space. Surin as Molino gets taken down. Play on, says our referee Patrick O'Brien.
Okay.
Go all the way into the corner and roll out for a throw.
Well, like a very strong challenge there to me. Let's see if studs were up in that situation.
Deep throw for Orlando City. Tyler Turner backs it up. And he's being ordered to go back even further. Not much real estate left.
That's much better. Perfect. Substitution on its way.
See the substitutions set to check in. 56 and 27. 56 listed as Laurent Courtois. And 27 is Charlie Rugg, the attacker. Talented forward with 4 goals. Courtois, the 35-year-old Frenchman, who's seen a lot of time in MLS and in France. And West Ham United back in 2001-2002. So we see quite the player coming on. He's one of the assistant coaches under Kurt Adolfo. Bringing some experience on.
Some experience, a steady head. Good
Alan
ball.
Benge gets the great ball, and he was in an offside position.
There's another great example of that relationship on that left side between Luke Bowden and Adama Mbenge. The two of them find each other very, very well.
Scores, stats, news, and more can all be found exclusively on USLProSoccer.com. Score in this one in favor of the home team. The Lions leading at 2-0 on the strength of 2 first-half goals from Corey Herzog, striker out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Our Generation Adidas man, who was drafted by New York Red Bulls back in 2011, tore it up in the USL Pro for Wilmington and parlayed that to a chance with Vancouver. Now he's with Orlando and now out on the left side. Through to Mbenge. Another back heel opportunity. Diallo closed in nicely. And Mbenge has it again. Will work to the byline and rolls it out. Corner kick.
They tease us, Jeff, with this wonderful combination football, this wonderful combination link-up play that we get to bear witness to. So nice to watch when a team puts it together and the passes flow. They come off. It looks like you're painting a lovely stroke on a beautiful canvas.
Hoping to picture a good corner kick, a good set piece here. Sent in far post, punch out of there by Lorendi. Unable to clear.
And that was Rob Valentino getting himself in there. I'm telling you, Orlando City really, really missed him on corners. While he was
ball sent in, whipped across, and it will go off the top of the goal.
Somebody, Lorendi and it might be Corey Herzog down. Good collision. Corey's not going to back down, and he's tough. He doesn't stay on the canvas. He doesn't need a standing 8 count.
I know exactly where you're going.
He gets on his feet. That's what teamwork's all about, Jeff.
That's right.
Good teamwork. We read each other.
You're like Luke Bowden, and I'm like Adama Mbenge.
That's right. Kind of, sort of.
In the broadcast way.
I don't think it would look the same if you put us on the pitch.
Oh, well, you have a lot more experience than I do. Perfectly weighted passes. All sent away by Lorendi. Got some help from the assistant referee tonight. 2 goals called off because of offsides. At least we think on Corey Herzog, or he'd have 4.
I don't think the one was offside. I really think he's saying that the goalkeeper had possession. It's the only thing I could think is that he thought that Lorendi's hand got back on it, giving him possession of the ball. I don't think it did.
Shot by Stoikov, then bumped off the ball by Turner. Throw in Orlando.
And Tyler Turner says, no, that's mine, thanks, I'm taking it.
Herzog continuing to battle. He'll press the issue. Lorendi sends it away back to the middle of the field. Bowen still continues to work on the right side, gets taken off the ball nicely by Mbenge. Bowen wanted a foul, didn't get it. Molino, diagonal ball, span, he'll shoot, off the post, rebound, comes back out, and there's the goal. Orlando City up 3-0. Molino, his 11th goal of the season.
The man with the electric boots sends a charge through the audience with his tidy little finish. Ball right off the post, the build-up play, wonderful. Luke Bowden getting it started very, very quickly to Kevin Molino, comes inside, slots it through to Kobe Span, who gets just beyond. And there he is, Kevin Molino with the dustpan and broom coming in just to sweep it up.
Molino leads the league in goals and points. That goes with his assist tonight, so Molino now 28 points. And we'll have a change now with this one well in control. Played just over an hour, and Austin Deleuze will check in. He'll come in for Adama Mbenge, who's put in quite the shift once again. Got to save him for the gauntlet that is coming up here in July.
It's certainly a tough run of games coming up for Orlando City. I mean, if you look here on the 3rd, they're going to be away to Wilmington. Then they come back home Saturday the 12th to play the same team again. Then they got to take off a mere 5 days later to play at Sacramento.
In front of 20,000 fans.
That'll be nothing. It'll be like old hat for Orlando City.
And at a resurgent Rochester team that keeps moving up the table. They're now in 5th place. Not the same team we saw earlier in the season. Of course, they had a nice little run in the U.S. Open Cup as well.
You know, Jeff, we talk about tough games coming up, but Orlando City don't shy away from those. All they do is play tough games. I mean, if you look at some of the friendlies that they've picked up, they've played AS Roma, they've played Sao Paulo, they've gone deep into, they've taken a nice run into the U.S. Open Cup. I mean, this is a club that rises to challenges, Jeff. They embrace challenges.
That next challenge is facing the next 3 games in this league on the road. I think those friendlies against AS Roma and Sao Paulo FC help out as far as confidence. Another shot across right into the gut of Lorendi. Went off the foot of Tyler Turner.
Well, let's consider that you've taken on 2 of the top teams in the world in AS Roma and Sao Paulo, and in 180 minutes of play, you've come away 1-0.
You conceded 1 goal to Francesco Totti. That's it in those 2 games. Visit the USL Pro fan page on Facebook and at facebook.com/USL Pro.
So to answer your question, yes, that would give me a lot of belief and confidence, and I know that these players are brimming with belief and confidence because their manager brims with belief and confidence, as does this whole organization.
So Herzog 2, Molino 1. The Lions have a 3-0 lead. LA not backing down. A great shot off the face of goal. Had Miguel Gallardo diving to his left. And a nice effort there by LA Galaxy 2.
Miguel acrobatically covering.
Mendiola, I believe, is the one that let it fly.
It was a good effort across the face of goal, but Miguel knew not to touch it. He knew that was going to go wide, but just gave the crowd a little bit of thrill. Give them a thrill.
Push by Molino. And we'll stop it right here. Serwin received the ball from Span. Now Turner will make the switch.
You know, you forget Tyler Turner is as young as he is.
Just 18, like one of these LA Galaxy 2 players, young.
He's become a piece of the furniture here, so to speak, in this lineup. But he's so consistent and he's so sure of himself. He definitely defies the age that he's at.
Stoikov cuts back into the right. And just sends it harmlessly across. Bowden first touch. He and Deleuze will work together now. As again, Adama Mbenge is checked out. His night's done.
You know, it's never bad when you substitute and put in an Austin Deleuze with a little shove there late. Because Austin Deleuze is very, very smart. He's just an intelligent player, reads the game incredibly well.
Garcia started this attack off. It's closed down by Valentino, pushing him off the ball. And Orlando City comes away again.
He can't keep me down. He's like a weeble.
I remember those. And Andre Aris doesn't agree with that decision. He'll concede and man his defensive post at this point.
Aris is using his best French with his own team there, I think. Definitely not a happy man.
Just entering our 67th minute. Orlando City 3, LA Galaxy 2-0.
It was weird. I had to catch that. LA Galaxy 2-0.
Oh, that's right.
It's like, how many scores are we given? Oh, yeah. Los Dos.
Herzog pushed off. Was he offside ahead of it? He was. The flag was up. And Adrian Heath would like an explanation. That was just frustrating.
Well, I think he's wanted an explanation on a few of them tonight, Jeff.
The Galaxy 2 will be happy to just keep possession here for a little bit. Slow down the attack of Orlando City along that near touchline. Stoichkov can't handle it. On the left side, this is Courtois, pushed off the ball.
Shoulder charge. That's a shoulder charge.
Watch out from the challenge behind Span. And nearly comes out of there. Another collision with Stoichkov.
Courtois used
a little bit chippy.
Well, Courtois used his jersey like he had handles on it just then. But that was a good shoulder charge. That is what a shoulder charge is. Two players together, and you use your shoulders, not a barge.
From the middle again, Mendiola is fouled. And now
might get our
first booking on
talking
Orlando.
It's going to be first booking of the night
on Darwin Surin. So he goes into the book here in our 68th minute.
Of all the things you book.
I know. No kidding.
That's interesting.
So one yellow on each side tonight. As Garcia, the captain, will step over. Put in a quality kick here for sure. Molino sets up the defense behind him.
Is this a substitution that we're waiting on here? Yep.
Yep. Herzog is going to come off. Dennis Chin will come on. So 2 goals tonight for that man. Perhaps man of the match material. As Dennis will come on. Bravo, Mr. Herzog. In his mind, he had 4 goals tonight. But 2 will count.
And if Courtois and Bradley Diallo aren't aware, get your running shoes on, boys.
Great ball and headed out of there by Valentino.
Because you got a speedster headed your way.
Deleuze wins the 50-50 and will attack now. Orlando City quickly out right side. Tyler Turner runs in, takes a touch and sprays it about 20 yards wide of the goal. Fans, make sure you follow @USL Pro on Twitter for all the latest updates. Get all your scoring updates tonight. This is one of 6 league games this evening. Sure, Dayton Dutch Lions and Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Charlotte Eagles and Rochester Rhinos have come close to full time tonight, both 7 o'clock starts. Richmond and Wilmington being played simultaneous to our contest. Don't want to follow on Twitter? You can venture around YouTube. All games are televised on YouTube this year here in USL Pro. 20 minutes to go. And well on their way to a 13th victory. And 7th in a row.
And as I've said before, Jeff, you know, when you have a club like Orlando City, that record is no small feat, because you've had some great concoctions of this team come in the prior 3 years.
Currently on 39 points, they'll reach the 40-point plateau with any result tonight. And we haven't even hit July. Aris, here's the corner, far post headed back, and a foul committed by Diallo. Lions ball. Fans continue to watch intently.
Fans look.
Three goals enough for them? Probably not.
I think they'd like to see more, but they look pretty happy to me, Jeff.
Content. Span. One touch to Turner. Now ahead. That's too far for Dennis Chen. He's fast, but not that fast.
He says, I got great speed, but it's not light speed.
Dennis just getting back from that hamstring injury too. So strikers with hamstring injuries, we know all about that thanks to the World Cup and the U.S. men's national team.
Wow, and a few others. Hamstring injuries have dominated the injury list, I think, down in Brazil.
Especially when you've got a fast player like Dennis Chen. Surin takes one for the team. Free kick, Orlando. The Galaxy entered the night in 3rd position in the USL Pro table. Sacramento charging hard, just 2 points behind. They play tonight, so could be a change in the standings after tonight. All the way to the left side.
Great ball movement.
Plenty of space. Bowden cuts in, as he's apt to do. He'll send it on frame, and it's knocked out of there. Corner kick, Orlando City.
You know, he sets that up, sets that up, sets that up. Luke Bowden, every time you see him, you'd be sure that ball was going to be served across, Jeff. And just as you think it is, nope, he cuts it inside onto his right foot.
Well, Garcia's night is done. And Alejandro Covarrubias. So I believe we've used the full complement of subs as Kurt and Alfo. Get everybody some experience tonight.
Covarrubias.
Looks like Aiden Quinn will check in for Anthony Pulis for Orlando City. Point of the match. Let's see what the other lads have to offer. 74th. There's a ball drilled far post. Looking and searching for Rob Valentino, and it's too high.
Well, so far, Jeff, it's been a surgical performance by Orlando City.
Fans, Nike is a proud sponsor of USL Pro. Follow @Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Here's our aforementioned sub. So Pulis, a nice shift tonight for Coach Adrian Heath. Here's Aiden Quinn, the native of San Diego. So a Californian in. And Valentino.
So we might have one more. If I think Justin Clark
was getting up off the bench, the center back. See if he'll spell Valentino or Russin. Boy, great through ball there and offside. Just by a step. Was, say, Charlie Rugg.
He got the rug pulled out from underneath him on that one.
If that was indeed him. Tough to tell. See that or Bowen. Might have been Bowen.
There we go. There's Justin Clark getting set and ready. Well, this is interesting.
So Luke will get a much-deserved rest. You never see him come off, but he will come off for Justin Clark, who will get some time at left back, as we have seen in training at times. Saw that in the friendly against Sao Paulo as well.
Luke Bowden's done a fantastic job over on that left side tonight. He and Adama both getting a a well-deserved break.
Excuse me, right back. He's a right-footed player. Makes sense.
Probably shift Tyler Turner over.
Yep. He'll drill it ahead. Looking for Dennis Chen in direct fashion, headed back. Joe Franco loses it into touch.
Should come back for a free kick as Aiden Quinn was getting pulled back behind.
Valentino. 76th minute. Aiden Quinn with a touch now. Looks to play through Austin Deleuze. Span keeps control.
Whoa.
Back down to Serwin, and Bowen continuing to run 100%, 100 miles an hour.
Now it's about keeping good possession. Possession with a purpose here now, Jeff.
Valentino drill it upfield.
It's already a tough night for LA Galaxy 2. Let's make them chase.
One in the middle. Nice ball to the left side. Will roll to the byline and staved in. Clark does a nice job on the right and clears it away.
Well done, Justin Clark.
Boy, bodies flying everywhere. Stoikov. Steris leaves it. Covarrubias.
You know, when players like a Justin Clark and an Aiden Quinn, and you know, when you're Austin Deleuze and you get in, because it's important that you play well, because the one thing that Coach Adrian Heath tends not to do is you watch is, you know, it's that old adage of if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So if a team performs well, chances are you're not going to see many changes to that team. So when you come in these situations, you need to impress.
Austin Deleuze, who we failed to mention, also from San Diego, had a nice run up that left side that time. Turner now playing on the left with Aiden Quinn. Clark. Surin looking for Dennis Chen. As in fact, Molino couldn't keep it. Everybody gets back. Ball travels along the right flank for LA. Diallo in the middle now to Mendiola. Shoring things up in the middle there with Courtois and Covarrubias.
Orlando be happy to let LA Galaxy 2 keep all the possession they want in those areas. Of course, being 3-0 up gives you that luxury.
Stoikov and Rugg now wearing the number 27 will make the switch to the right side. It's tough. Galaxy 2 content to pass it around a bit now.
Well, it's tough to find openings. I mean, they're going around the perimeter of Orlando City.
Top of the 18, there's a chance, and
as you see, it
dribbles.
Orlando City does a good job of collapsing inside the middle, making the space hard to find. Orlando City content. You want to keep it on the perimeter, fine. You want to keep it, you know, in the back half of the middle third, closer to goal, fine. We're 3-0 up.
Gallardo, nice long kick there, rolls to the center of the park. We've reached our 80th minute. Orlando City 3, LA Galaxy 2. Nil. Pause.
Dramatic pause. That's a good dramatic pause, Jeff. For purpose.
Working all the way left. Courtois can't handle. Clark to throw.
Maybe that's why they came up with Los Dos.
Yeah, LA Galaxy 2. Yeah, it sounds like
LA Galaxy 2-2 or
Orlando's,
whatever their score line is.
3, LA Galaxy 2. Yeah. It's like a baseball box score, line score, yeah.
Maybe that's why they came with Los Dos.
But for our Spanish speakers, then that's even more confusing.
This is true.
Orlando 3, Los 2-0.
Bilingual stylings of Jeff Ratcliffe. Well done, Jeff. It was French earlier. Now we're on to Spanish.
Should learn something like Farsi or really mix it up.
I learned a good Brazilian word today. Alívio.
Yeah.
It's relief.
Oh, I bet.
Brazilians everywhere.
In that game. Julio Cesar, the hero, and offside was Dennis Chin there. Fans, join us Saturday, July 12th at 7:30 p.m. here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports as your Lions will host the Wilmington Hammerheads in a key USL Pro contest. Hope to see you here. Rolls right to Gallardo. Didn't trouble him too much. Hasn't been troubled much tonight. Had a pretty fabulous save about 20 minutes ago. Russin sliding in to save the day. Quinn calm on the ball, back to Miguel, and Miggy lets it fly. Center of the park, header battled there. Rugg was in the area. Quinn. So Orlando City knocking around the park for sure now. Left side to lose. Throw in Orlando City.
Game's kind of just settled down a little bit.
Molino had that goal back in the 61st. Slotted home a rebound calmly and coolly for his 11th goal of the season, keeping him on top of the league lead.
He's had quite a season so far, Kevin Molino.
Molino had 6 goals in his first 3 seasons as a Lion, and this year has 11. Trinidad and Tobago International plays it back to Surin. Justin Clark. Molino looks, carry it to the other side, make him chase. I think the Lions will get the result here, barring a miracle by LA Galaxy 2. Sent all the way across. Run is made. Span. He'll go towards the byline and wisely circle back to Clark.
I think you're right about the result. The question is, have we seen the end of the scoring for the evening? If you're watching Orlando City play, the one thing I can say is maybe not, because even though it's 3-0, they're still going to continue to push.
Dangerous ball. Stoikov pushed the issue, nearly took it away from Span.
Sometimes teams will just kind of shut up shop and take the result. Orlando City, they keep their foot on the pedal down. They keep that pedal pushed down.
Jean Courtois was the one that won that ball. Now on the left, here's Charlie Rugg. He'll enter the 18. Valentino marking him tight. They'll leave it off Courtois inside and cleared out by Orlando City. And it was Justin Clark doing the honors.
I was going to say, well done, Justin Clark. Rugg gets out of that byline. Miguel had to come out and face him there on the line. The Orlando City defense, led by Justin Clark, they're doing a good job of tidying up the ball that gets played into the center of the box.
Span able to make sure it's a throw and not a corner. It's Courtois wearing the captain's armband, playing in front of Stoikov now. We're in 48. The Galaxy would certainly like to tally the scoreboard here before they leave Central Florida. Galaxy return home to take on Arizona, team that they drew with back on the 21st of this month. And will host the RSL, the Real Salt Lake Reserves, on the 13th of July before heading on the road. 4-game road trip. It begins with games at Oklahoma City, Orange County, and Harrisburg. So a couple of home games, and then it's right back out on the road. Such is life in USL Pro.
Like we talked about earlier in the broadcast, good for young professionals to get blooded into the rigors of the professional league, and the USL Pro is a great league to do that. Oh, there we go.
Ahead.
Oh,
Chin is offside. He will complain to our assistant referee, but
if he's off, it was just by the lean. It wasn't much. It was, if he leaned, I think that's what did it.
Come on, man. Corey Herzog was named our man of the match. There's 2 goals. Sure Dennis would like to get in the scoring column. Not needed. Boy, nice ball. Finds Mendiola, and it taken away, but a foul was committed beforehand.
Lovely move by Mendiola. Well,
hard to Aiden Quinn.
That might be for dissent. I'm not sure. Might be for dissent.
I think that was Quinn. Not sure if that was quite the angle we saw, but second yellow on an Orlando City player. Comes here, I'll say that was the 87. Set piece opportunity coming for Los Dos. Sent over the top, dangerous ball, flies through the 6-yard area.
Good collision.
Couple of players down. One of them is Miguel Gallardo, Bowen the other, as they came together, and Miguel is in some pain.
And Miguel, it was a blow to the face for sure from Miguel.
And
it's in his mouth.
Rob
as well.
Valentino is telling
I think he's saying I'm okay. Just give me a second. You see that ball coming in. Travis Bowen watching ball the whole way. Probably Miguel might have caught a hand into the face, but you can see the 2 of them coming together. There's another look. Watch as they come out. Travis Bowen's arms extended. Looks like he caught Miguel. Miguel caught him a little bit. Miguel just says, hey, give me a second. I just need to collect myself, gather myself. Am I right? Just want a second.
Well, every USL Pro regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube in 2014. Features include DVR, chat, and social media interactivity. You can subscribe for free to the Orlando City SC YouTube channel today. Horace delivered quite a set piece there. Doesn't turn into a score, thankfully for Orlando City. This one drawing to an end. You see Molino's jersey appears to be ripped up front. That's when you know you've been in a battle.
There's all kinds of grabbing and pulling that happens. I don't think he's trying to start a fashion trend. I think, again, people trying to grab onto the handles that are on his jersey.
Dennis Chin giving chase. Stoikov, Courtois. The turn by Rugg. Stay with Los Angeles. Covarrubias, another California native on this roster. A number of homegrown players in the LA Galaxy system on this roster, as you would come to expect. We sprayed to the wide side. Bowen send it in with the left foot, cleared away. How about change for $1? And that is way high. No deposit, no return.
Caught that one, hit it pretty hard, but quite a bit high as that one was driving toward the Magic Kingdom.
A new ride, as it were. Word we're getting is that there will be 3 minutes of stoppage time added on. We've reached 90 minutes, which are about 30 seconds away. Lions look to ride this out for their 42nd point and 13th win of the season. Put that unbeaten streak to 16 games.
Definitely impressive. But as we say, they got quite a few more tests and some stern tests coming up. Of course, with the Wilmington Hammerheads who have had a great run of results here lately.
Now in added time, you see it on the screen, +3 is official.
Almost got up and over. Dennis Chin making a great run.
Stoikov will time it perfectly. Another dangerous ball will be flipped back from Russin to Miguel Gallardo.
I think everybody out there right now is just like, got about 2.5 minutes left. Just trying to keep possession of the ball now. I think the LA Galaxy looks like they've thrown up the white flag at this point.
Well, it's a good soccer Saturday night here in Central Florida. The Orlando City Lions have yet to take a loss this season.
It's close. Player didn't want to move. He's like, I think I'm off. I'm not going to move.
Halfway through the stoppage time, about 90 seconds remain in this one. We'll continue to monitor Patrick O'Brien. He has the official time kept on the field. Aris, LA Galaxy 2 working for a score here to take with them back to Los Angeles. Not that time. Gallardo catches in his gut and will take some more time.
Miguel will take his time. He'll kind of move around the box a little bit before distributing that ball wide to Tyler Turner.
Quinn drills it ahead. Now, dangerous ball.
His feet.
And he'll shoot just off target. Boy, nice effort there by Dennis Chin. Diallo was with him every step of the way. That was Molino, excuse me.
Yeah, Kevin Molino, he looked like he was going to be nice. He says, no, I'm popping back up. Still able to keep it on his right and force Lorendi into a save. Even gets bumped and all in the way. And if not for that touch, Kevin Molino's on a brace for tonight. And he might go, hey, pull back that man of the match voting. Let's recount those ballots.
20 seconds remain. Quinn delivers the set piece. And it'll be cleared away by Los Dos. Chance for one more run. Surin wins the ball nicely. Stood his ground. Quinn was taken into the corner. No. Continue to attack here. Drilled in from Span. Header in the middle. And we've reached 93 minutes. Patrick O'Brien checks his watch, blasts the whistle twice, and this one goes to the Pride of Lions. 3-0 Orlando City winners against LA Galaxy 2.
Well, this result was never really in doubt for quite a long time into this match. You saw early on the dominance of possession and chances by Orlando City. Of course, Curry Herzog great with his 2 chances that he finished up in the first half to send Orlando to the 2-0 lead, and they never looked back from that point, Jeff. Orlando very, very dominant in this performance tonight.
Well played by the home side, which improved to 13-0-3. They're on 42 points. And I've said earlier, haven't even hit July yet. So look at the stats from this one. As the LA Galaxy 2 trailing in a lot of these categories.
Well, again, I mean, it was 4 shots in the first half and 4 shots on goal. Now it's 7 shots, 7 shots on goal. And of course, Lorendi only able to get to 4 of those, and that's why you see that 3-0 on top. Corners 7-2 to Orlando. So again, that's just a demonstration of the possession dominance that was shown tonight by Orlando City.
LA Galaxy dropped to 8-5-4. They remain in third, pending the result of tonight's game in Sacramento on 28 points. So First meeting between these two goes to the Lions. Great skull there. It looks like a Pez head, doesn't it?
Open it up. Let's see if there's some candy in that.
Yeah. Hey, the Lions will hit the road. 3 of their next 4 at Wilmington on the 3rd. LA Galaxy return home to take on Arizona on July 4th. So Herzog, a couple of goals. In that first half, it was 2-0. Molino with a 3rd goal. He's the league leader with 11. In the 61st minute, 3-0 Orlando City, the final. For my partner, Tom Traxler, our broadcast coordinator, Austin Hiddle, and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from ESPN's Wide World of Sports. Orlando City 3, LA Galaxy 2, 0. Good night.